This is a 8-week contest. It's for members of our server, and this contest is designed to challenge you physically, mentally, and socially through a series of team and individual activities. In the far future of RealmSmalec, the natural resources of the realm are running scarce. 8 astronauts were trained for a mission to seek out and colonize additional planets. They launched a single ship called the Brightmoor. After a 4-month journey at light speed, the ship detected a planet 312c with suitable parameters for colonization. However, the crew has been divided up in how to best terraform the planet. Alright, so I need Team Hex Labs to come in and press the button of the type of module you guys would like to play for. Alright, so they're going for industrial minerals. So we have industry versus flora, nature versus science, or nature versus progress. That's interesting.
It's just the irony of our name, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team lasers, we're gonna kill you all with flowers.
So while your teams were arguing about which type of terraforming you want to do to planet 312c, a group of space pirates has come up to the ship and has begun sighting you and attacking. With the destruction of your ship imminent, each team has to get all 4 or 3 members into your escape pod and shut the door. The first team to get all of your members into the appropriate escape pod and shut the door wins. However, you will be limited by what's in your inventory. So your goal here is to run around the ship, gather as much stuff as you can. You can break anything you like. You have about 3 minutes, but I'm not going to give you specific time. And at the end of that time, the pirates will start firing. Welcome to your new environment. You can step out of your escape pods now. As you can see in the points, Team Lasers has 5 points for being the first into their escape pod with all their members. And Cloudwolf has an individual point for his earlier win. This doesn't look like the planet, though. The pod ejection system seems to have been damaged by the explosions. Of course, both teams blame each other for that. Now, the terraforming and the escape pods do seem to have landed correctly on the planet, or on this small moon that we are on. We are on one of the moons of the planet. The winning team is going to get to launch their terraforming pod at the planet, and this holographic representation of the planet that you see here up above me kind of represents the current distribution of the planet's surface. So right now it's all gray and rocky looking. There you go. Excellent. So one of the pods has been launched. It's on its way to the planet. It'll terraform that sector, and that sector may spread to other sectors over time. You can see that the 2 far ends of this moon actually have some sort of different terrain on them. Beacons have been dropped at either end of the moon, and those 2 beacons are where your teams will have to build your initial base. Once you find your base, we'll sort of end this section, and you'll have a week to kind of build your base however you want it to be.
Do you have a mycelium block?
No, we don't need
No.
myself.
Do you have a shovel?
No, I sent you guys to the Terra to get all that stuff, but it's alright.
So Team Hex Labs, how did you guys do in resource gathering on the ship?
I got
did
about
fairly
8
well.
stacks of blocks.
I did fairly well, but then I lost it all.
Oh, you lost it? How did you...
Yeah, because both of them died.
I had armor, I had seeds, I had lots of stuff.
I didn't
But
realize
I came
you
out
died.
with
I
came
did
out
too.
with food, a lava bucket, redstone materials, and like
He
6
died the
stacks of
same way
blocks.
I did. So, oh guys, you know they may have better resources, but we have water.
So do you guys have
Oh.
wood? Any wood at
Oh.
all?
No, but we have a tree,
Oh man. Okay. Do you
and
have-
I got bone meal, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do you have any light sources?
I've got lava.
Okay. So you guys are gonna be
Do you
waiting
wanna
around
use
for your
this-
tree to grow. Hello, Team Lasers. How did you guys do in your resource gathering on the ship?
Pretty good. We got saplings and
Okay.
bone
And
meal.
seeds.
Okay, that's
Seeds.
good.
And a
And
water
water.
bucket.
Okay. Are
Also-
We have a farm.
are you guys build? You
Some
have
of
to
our
build
seeds
your
just-
settlement near the beacon, though. Somewhere near the beacon.
Relatively near the beacon.
Yeah,
You
somewhere.
can see it from my base.
Okay, where are you guys building your thing? Okay.
Like right behind the beacon.
So let's take a look at what the players in my challenge could have scavenged from the Brightmoor Deep Space Exploration ship if they had been savvy. Alright, so this ship was actually created by J Gazmom and Ghost Vortex for a video series that I did back in 2014, January, called 2014. I've retrofit it for this purpose, so I want to give a shout out to them. And the first thing I want to show you guys is that if the players had gone on the outside of the ship and gone to these hoppers, there were some weapons, fishing poles, arrows, things like that out here that they could have picked up. I don't believe anyone did that. Not much else on the outside of the ship. Inside the ship, first and foremost, we have the cockpit. J Gazmom, Ghost Vortex were the pilots of this ship. And there are monitor readouts, so there are writable books that they could have obtained in various different rooms. Here we have the science lab, which has some random stuff in it for some type of mushroomy science experiments. Redstone torch, bookshelves, cauldrons. To this way we have the crew quarters. So we have Ensign Jiggerbob's quarters. Oh, and there's a random hole there. Jiggerbob had some various blocks, some string, some gold ore, glowstone. We have Unlikely Waffles quarters. He had cactus. He had a potion of jump boost. An enchanting book. We have Boona Boy's quarters. Some rabbit hide, some purpur, an XP potion, some more random stuff. We had Felonius's quarters. Now all these chests were randomized. Cake, potion of strength, some probably useful stuff. Dragnos, the navigator. His quarters had an axe, some arrows, a golden apple, and some other arrows in a book. Sylvis's quarters had a pumpkin, vines, torches, bow, an anvil, and another writable book, which can be used to send messages between players when they're on voice over IP and they don't want to be heard. There are some chests up here on this level with things like name tags and leads. And then over here we had the mess hall and the gym. So this is the mess hall where the crew ate their meals. There are various things in here that would be used for food sources. There's a bucket. And then here's the gym. We have a workout mat. We have a treadmill. We have like a bench pressing machine. And we have some giant dumbbells. Now, I didn't see anybody try to use their wood to make a pick and then use any cobble to get these iron blocks. But I feel like iron would have been nice to have. There are no iron in any of the chests in the ship, to my remembrance. There are some special chests that were here under lock and key that I don't think anybody accessed as well. So we had some redstone supplies, some more arrows in here. And I think the arrows and things like that would have been the most useful for what is to come. We did see that Comster discovered how to close this, and it looks like somebody apparently opened it up. We saw at least 2 of these buttons were pressed during the exploration of the ship, and I'll show you what happened there in a minute because I don't think I got it really good on camera. But just showing you some of the other random gear that was obtained. I did see Kavolta grab armor, but unfortunately when Kavolta died, he lost it all. So that's what happens if you open up the cargo bay doors. A lot of good stuff is gone. Of course, this chest still dangling from the crane is still available, or was still available. I'm not sure that anyone got it. Same thing with this room. If you press this button, these chests here will be destroyed and fall out of the ship. Some leather armor, some unusable stone other than building materials, some bone meal, some ender pearls, and of course, again, the iron blocks from the crane itself. Goodbye, Cargo Bay 2. Gold blocks could have been obtained if anyone had picks. I'll show you this room first, actually, the terrarium. Obviously, one of the teams went for the wood, which was a really good idea, and potentially like the reeds and things. There was a Silk Touch shovel, but notice it only has a durability of 1, so it would have only been able to get 1 or 2 pieces of grass. And then over here we have another one with some seeds. I'm really surprised that Team Flora didn't go in here, that the industrial team went into this room. Here we have Cargo Bay number 4. Again, we have some armor. This is the armor that I think Kavolta grabbed. There's some sticks, which might be useful early on. Some leather, some seeds. Unfortunately, he fell. I guess he fell into the void. I didn't actually catch how he died. The cargo bay with the terraforming in it does not open up, and that's on purpose. And this one you can't fall through. I know Hawkminer was afraid of that early on. And we'll check out the port storage. Basically, this side has mostly building blocks and some basic materials. I really debated how much random material I wanted to give the players. I decided to give them full chests so that their inventory would quickly become cluttered, as opposed to only having like 1 or 2 things in a chest. I was really worried about how much time they had to grab stuff. I thought maybe 3 minutes might be too long, but it turned out pretty well, I think, because they ended up with some useful stuff, but certainly as you saw, or as you'll see them building their initial shelters, they did not have it completely easy. There's some sea lanterns, there's some redstone lamps that they could have taken for light. Ink sacks and purpur mostly on this side, wool mostly on this side down here. And then I believe some of these chests have some useful stuff, but not all of them. Looks like some people did grab some of this prismarine. And you saw some melon seeds in there as well. And of course, all the flooring is coal blocks. So if they had stopped to make a wooden pick, they could have gotten a pretty good source of coal. Of course, Martian soil or netherrack could be very useful for creating light sources. And there's some note blocks that I was hoping somebody might grab and make a note block song, but that's probably not the first thing on their mind. And I don't know if anybody grabbed any glowstone powder from here. And there's the securing of the ramp, which trapped some people up there at the beginning. So at least one of my traps worked. All right, let's head back down to the moon itself. I would like each of you to put 1 item in this chest.
Anything specific?
That's up to you guys.
Right.
Okay.
What's happening to this stuff?
You're going to put an item in the chest.
Is it going to be given to the other team?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Okay. I've got my item. I'll just put that in there. Okay.
Okay. So, you guys are through the magic of other pods falling from the destroyed ship, a pod has landed over here. As you'll see, I basically just duplicated the chest. So whatever you put in there, you get 2 of each of those items, and you get a double chest for free.
Oh, darn.
Well, now we have 2 music discs.
Oh,
And,
man, music discs. But leave the junk in. This will be the junk chest. If they take this stuff, who cares?
But
right?
you get a chest that the other team doesn't have. So Fahm, welcome. So this ship here was what your team was flying on. It's called the Brightmoor, and it was attacked by space pirates, and they were forced to land on the moon of a world that you guys were traveling to. You were piloting another ship that was following behind, and the YouTube commenters are hopefully going to name the ship. You were piloting the ship. It's the Ark ship, and it was carrying all the livestock. Your ship also got attacked by pirates. You got into an escape pod, and you went down to the planet with the contents of what are in the chest that you're standing for. So you can break and take that chest. And that's all you managed to scrounge up before you got into your escape pod. And your escape pod and the escape pods for the livestock are pre-programmed to follow the escape pods from the Brightmoor, which have crashed not on the planet as intended, but on a nearby moon. Alright? So I am now going to teleport you to your team, and they can fill you in on what's going on. I'm sorry that what you got in your chest was not very much. It was actually selected by the other teams, but they didn't know what they were selecting for, so they chose to be stingy.
Okay.
So once your DNA is scanned, you will, if you die, you will be cloned in this little cloning chamber here. You cannot make beds, you cannot make portals, you cannot destroy portals, and you can't destroy any man-made buildings or water or lava sources from the other team. I'll let the team members tell you the rest of the rules, or you can look in the mission log. And I'm going to let you find where your team is and what they want you to do on your own. Chests and traps are the only things you can break of the other teams.
We need to remove that chest.
So if we surround a chest with wood planks, they would be unable to access it.
They wouldn't know it's there.
Yeah, they would. It's a wooden.
Kind of a bit obvious, yeah. We have to just block it off so that they can't get to it.
Another hypothetical question. Let's say they have a cobblestone generator, and I happen to take the block, but it would automatically regenerate, of course. Is that considered griefing their building?
That's fine.
Oh. I'm going to get some stone, guys.
Yeah, that you can do. You can steal. Yeah, you can steal, but you can't break their stuff. I mean, otherwise this will just devolve into madness. So, I mean, these are... okay, what I should say is, I mean, remember, you guys are all astronauts working together to colonize a planet. You don't really want to sabotage, the last 8 members of humanity, right? You just disagree on how you should terraform the planet, that's all. You're all
they
part
think,
of the same crew.
they think we should industrialize the planet immediately after we go to a new planet, and we say, how about we plant some trees, yo?
Exactly.
I think we're the reasonable people.
I don't have
here.
any more room. You're just...
Well,
Oh, look.
So this is where all our experience with making secret bases comes into play, right?
Guys, cover up our underground farm. Is it covered up? Good. He gave me a bowl, and I gave him a piece of clay.
He gave you a
Trade
bowl?
has begun.
Bowl is like super cheap.
Oh, it looks like Comster is trying to obtain some cobblestone from the other team's cobble generator. That's not
If
going
we
to end
accidentally
badly.
push him into lava, would that be a shame?
I mean, if you punch him, if it doesn't record your name as having killed him, you won't get on the stats.
Guys, get the bucket to pick up the lava. Get a bucket to pick up the lava. There you go.
What I reminded the other team is that you guys are all one crew of the same ship trying to reach and colonize a planet. You're the last 8 or so people of humanity. So you kind of don't want to like treat this as a complete screw the other team over. You just disagree on how you should terraform and run the new planet.
We're not screwing them over. We're just not helping them.
So like killing,
aggressively.
killing your other crew members and stuff could probably be looked badly on by either commenters or judges.
Okay.
But they can't see anything because we've secured the way in. We're good.
I have the public relationships with Hawkminer. Me and him have a sort of do well, do not well
Speaking
relationship.
of Hawkminer, is that who's coming up right now? It is.
And
Surprise!
What was the? Do you want to repeat what the trade was that you guys were proposing to them?
It's a stack of a chest full of cobblestone for 1 seed. Yeah.
Nice.
But I mean, that was after they told us that they would give us, 10 cobblestone for a stack of iron ore, which they know we can't get. So
They've been taunting us, and so we started taunting them. That's how that works. He built me a throne, though, so me and Hawk have a good relationship going on.
So the other team told me that there's a trade proposal, a chest full of cobblestone, of which you seem to have tons, for some seeds.
Yeah, we're not too keen on that trade.
But you
I
only
offered
have
them
beetroots, it appears, and maybe mushroom stew.
Beet's good. Beet is
We have a
fish.
ton of fish.
Yeah, we have lots of fish.
Because I have a lot of string.
Oh, you have
So we
an
just
Which may
indoor
have come from them.
fishing pond.
Maybe.
Huh, nice.
Yeah. It took forever, but we were able to get enough cobble to line all the walls with cobble. So
I see. And you have humorous signs on
Maybe.
all of your stuff.
courtesy of me and Hawkminer playing around.
I was telling the other team that I was impressed that people were still on. I thought people would come on for like a half hour and then go back to the realm.
Well, I don't go on the realm too
We don't want to be
often.
the first to leave, I think.
That too.
Everybody does seem to be afraid.
I keep going by there just to see if they've left it open, but they haven't.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Across something.
You did.
Yeah.
Wait, stop and make picks in the ship? What?
What did you find, Vom?
There's a giant room full of glass and lava.
Where? In the
Oh.
middle?
Interesting.
Yeah, in the middle.
Oh, wait, did Bakerbell find it when she was digging down before?
Maybe, I don't know.
That's a
It
cool
helped her
room.
dig down a
See-
little ways.
I asked if anybody had explored the middle.
I didn't say I explored the middle, I
Oh
said I
my
explored
God.
the edges, the very bottoms.
I didn't think there'd be anything
This
there.
is a huge room.
Let's
Yeah,
get
there's-
some lava and pour it on their base.
Yeah, there's definitely some clay, so it looks like somebody bridged over and took some lava.
Well, we have like
Wow.
7 billion clay, so we can always do whatever. Wait,
Well,
how did
we
you get
should have
there?
done the trade then.
I
What
just
trade?
dug into the end stone.
The chest full of cobble. They're not going to do that trade anymore.